What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Bounce and Boosted, and if you can't tell, there is a hood behind me, so you guys know what that means. Obviously, the Jetta's back in the garage once again. These things are junk. I'll never buy another one, and you probably shouldn't either. But if you like TDIs, I'm sorry. I think they're junk. I haven't had good luck. Anyways, so, don't know if I've mentioned this or not, but this car has blown up yet again.
She is not happy. Not happy. Not happy. Let's get it in the garage quick. It's so bad.
I want to blame that on myself. I never tuned the car, and I went out and thought I could just beat the hell out of it and do burnouts and roll coal everywhere. Yeah, so that was 100% my fault. They're still junk. I don't want this car anymore. So after I fix it, it's going to be for sale. I don't know if any of you guys are local or not, but this car will be for sale so that I can fund my Subaru build after everything's done. So I do have an engine off to the side over here, another ALH of course, and we're gonna find out if that one's good. The previous owner of the engine told me it had 400 PSI compression across the board, so that is awesome. That is fantastic. However, I did have to put a new injection pump on it. He said that it needed one. Thankfully, he sold me one of those with it, so I did get the injection pump on it. It's got an 11 mil pump. I think he said 216 injector nozzles. And I'm gonna be putting the timing stuff off of this engine onto that one because this engine only has like, I don't know, 500 miles maybe since I redid everything. So, with all that being said, let's get into it now. So just like before, we have the ALH TDI. I've already put this engine in. This engine has a ported head, larger turbo. It has 260 injectors. It has 11 mil injection pump, EGR delete. That may be everything. That may be everything. First order of business is going to be getting the front end off of the car. So these front ends come off really easily, especially this one. Thinking I just pulled the bumper off. I think I got like 2 bolts holding the bumper in because this thing, whoever built this car before I bought it, didn't know how to not strip bolts out, so all these are stripped. So I think there's like a total of like 3 or 4 bolts holding the front bumper on, so we're gonna get that off. We'll get this whole front piece off, we'll get the coolant drained, and then from there it should be pretty straightforward to just pull the engine out. You got your 2 engine mounts, 1, 2, you have a dog bone mount underneath, that one will come out. You got to take the axles out. I'm not even going to drain the oil in this thing for now. I'm just going to pull it out with the transmission attached, separate the transmission, get the clutch installed onto this engine, and then this engine will be going back into the car, and hopefully this thing doesn't blow up again. Question is, should I hood stack it? Probably not. I don't know if anyone's going to want to buy it if I hood stack it, but it does have a hole cut in the hood for that already. And I also have a front mount intercooler over here. I don't know if I should put that on either, but we're going to find out when the time comes. Odds are I probably won't put it on because if I'm going to be selling it, I don't want to give up all my parts. So anyways, let's get into it. We're going to get the coolant drained, and then we're going to get the front end taken off the car. Well, front end's off. I guess now I should probably get the battery out. We'll take the intake off and start unhooking all the rest of the wires. So let's do that. Okay, so obviously the front end's off. I just showed you that. I got the intake box out. I got the charge piping unhooked. I got some other stuff done. But I want to show you guys one thing that I just realized, and this is only a matter of time before this broke. I can't believe it didn't break, but anywho, I'm looking at the transmission mount, and well, that's no good. Yeah, that's a not good. So I don't know how long that happened. You can see it was tight. It literally ripped the threads right out of the mount. So that's cool. Guess I need a longer bolt, but yeah. So I got injection pump unhooked. I guess that was another thing I did. Charge piping is off, and some other odds and ends. I'm going to go ahead and unhook all of the wires, and then I guess we'll go from there. Yeah, so I'll catch up with you guys whenever I get more stuff done. I still don't, none of you comment on my videos. None of you comment on my videos. I don't know what you want to see. I don't know what you want to see. I don't know if you want to see the whole process. I don't know if you just want to see me talking. I don't know if you want, what do you guys want? What do you people want? I need one of you guys to comment and let me know what you want to see, because I've been doing this for over a year now, and I get like 0 comments on all my videos, and I don't know what the hell you people want, so I'm sorry that I don't know what you want. I can't figure it out. I can't read minds. I don't know. Please tell me. I'm begging you. Please tell me. So anyways, I'll catch back up with you guys whenever I get some more stuff done. So we'll see you in a minute. Beep. Okay, well, So far, I think about the only thing I really have left to do is going to be to get the axles out. I got basically all the wires and hoses unhooked. I got to get the exhaust off of the downpipe yet, which this thing's like barely even on here, so that won't take very long. The axles are probably going to be a little tricky. I don't like doing the axles on these. I mean, they make them pretty easy because they bolt in, but you still, like, it's a pain in the ass. So anyways, I'm going to get the axles out. I'm going to let this finish draining, which looks like it's just about finished up. And then after we get the axles out, I can get the cherry picker over here. We'll get it hooked up to the engine, and then hopefully this thing will come right on out of here. We'll get it set on the ground, and then tomorrow we're going to start swapping everything from this engine over to the other engine, and we'll go from there. So, with that being said, I'm going to hop under here and get these axles undone. I'm going to show you guys how the axles come out. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but we're going to show you anyways. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get the engine mount bolts out. So I got one over here because that one was already loose. Alright, well now I like to play a little game called What Did I Forget to Unhook? So we're gonna figure that out. I already see one right off the bat. I didn't unhook the freaking slave cylinder, so I'm gonna do that real quick. Okay, let's go down. Let's see what happens. Oh my goodness, there's so much stuff in the way. I have no room in here. I love it. I sure hope that I didn't forget anything else, because to be honest with you guys, I don't really want to take anything else off. I just want the engine to come out. Because I want to go get some food, because I'm hungry. Where's my screwdriver? I just had it. Please show up, because I don't want to have to look for it. Very good. I actually was just kidding. I don't really want that screwdriver. I'm just gonna, probably not use it. Alright, what else did I forget? I don't know. Let's see if I can pick it up. Holy shit!
I almost died!
That's so sick. Alright, well, apparently my chain didn't work. That's so good. Yeah, that's so good. Oh man, that was a good attempt. I'm glad this engine's fucking junk. What is it? What is the transmission being held by? Oh, I'm a little slow. It's because that's the only side that's held up by the chain. That makes sense.
And crank it back up now. Yep. Yep, go ahead and crank it up.
Alright, you know what? I'll just go fuck myself. How about that? Wow, it's crazy what you can accomplish whenever you hook the damn thing up the correct way. Isn't that wild? Wow. If you guys thought that little chain stunt was bad, you don't have any idea what I had planned. I'm just gonna say that. Okay, so the engine is out, obviously. I'm pulling off, I just pulled the clutch off and the flywheel off. Now obviously I have the transmission off as well. I have to pull off a lot of the heater hoses, like coolant hoses and whatnot. There's a couple other things I gotta pull off this engine for the other one, so I gotta take the dipstick off of this one and put it on there and so on and so forth. Currently trying to debate whether or not I wanna put the larger turbo onto the other engine. Kind of thinking I'm not going to do that just because I don't want to run into any reliability issues out of this engine like I did on the other one. So I kind of just want this car to be relatively stock because I really don't want to have a bunch of issues with it. Like everything else that I own, like my Subaru and my Cummins and this pile of shit, I'm tired of fixing things and then they break like a month later, and it's a never-ending cycle and it makes me want to rip my hair out, and I'm tired of it. So I don't have the money to be replacing all this shit all the time. Anyways, so I'll show you guys what we got going on. The transmission is off, starter's off. I got the flywheel and the clutch off. I gotta get off these hoses that run down to the oil cooler, and then I think I'm gonna have to pull my alternator and some other stuff off of this engine. I know that this coolant crossover pipe that runs down into here, I'm gonna have to probably rob this one because the one on the other engine doesn't have a good gasket. We are making progress. I'm gonna try to do this boring stuff real quick so you guys don't have to worry about any of that. I know that stuff's kind of like nitty gritty. No one wants to really see that, so I'm gonna get all that shit done, and then whenever I get the other engine assembled, I'll be back with you guys and we'll get it installed. Okie doke. Well, the engine is ready to go in the car, and if you can't tell by my hands, I've been really putting in the work on this thing. So she's on the ground, transmission's attached, clutch is attached, flywheel's attached, engine is timed. Everything that I can do right now is done. Now, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. I'm ready to go in the house and get some food because I've eaten, I think, like maybe one time today, which is probably not the best, but I have business to attend to. And I wanted to get this engine ready to go in. I really wanted to have it in tonight, but I'm just not really feeling up for the task of that. Let me show you guys what we got. So, like I said, transmission is on the engine. I have the timing belt attached. Everything is in time. We got the serpentine belt on. Injection pumps on. Everything is ready to go. I have this thing as done as I can do it outside of the car. So now tomorrow we're going to come out here and get this engine set down into the car, which is going to be freaking exciting. I can't wait for that. I have the aftermarket oil feed line to the turbo on. I got the downpipe kind of, I don't even know if you really want to call that a downpipe. It's on. I left the turbo that was on this engine on it because I think the other engine had a failed wastegate. That's why it was making like 38 pounds of boost, which is not ideal out of this. So we're going to see what happens tomorrow. We're going to see if we can get this in and hopefully be able to fire it up by Monday. That is my goal. Tomorrow's Saturday, so we're actually pretty good on time. We're almost ahead of schedule if I really want to put it that way. So I'm hoping that by the end of Sunday, this thing should run. We'll find out. Time will tell. Stay with me and we'll see what we can make happen. Okay, everyone. Well, today is the day. I'm going to try to get the TDI back into the Jetta. The engine, of course. So we're going to try to get the engine back into the Jetta today, and we'll see how that goes. I'm really hoping that I can have this thing running because that would be freaking sweet. I'm getting kind of tired of working on it, but like, I mean, whatever. It's Volkswagen. All you do is work on them, so it's like, you kind of got to take the good with the bad, you know? So I'm going to get you guys set up. I'm going to try a new camera setup. I kind of want to hang you guys from like the ceiling or something so that we get a good overhead shot of everything going on. So I'm going to see if I can get that working. I'll be back with you guys in like, I don't know, a couple minutes maybe. We'll see. I think I like where the camera's at. You guys are kind of like way up there. So we're going to figure out how this works. Thank you. Very good. Okay, the engine's in the car. Let's drop the engine mount or the engine hoist and see what we get. Wow! Wow! We did it! Look at that! Look at that! We have a new TDI engine in the TDI. Perfect. So I want to ask you guys, do any of you have any estimates on how long this one will last?
3 minutes, 30 seconds.
Will I sell the car before it blows up? Who knows? I don't. I can tell you that. So, yeah, pretty much now, I just got to finish hooking everything up. And I did buy oil, an oil filter. I bought a new fuel filter. It won't be here till tomorrow. But I did get everything that I need for the car. I got the oil and the oil filter sitting over there. So we can at least start it tonight. I don't even really think it needs a new fuel filter, but I'm going to put one on it just because. So, yeah, let's go ahead and finish getting everything hooked up. Okay, so I ran into a little bit of a problem. So this right here is for what I believe to be the oil temperature sensor. Whoops. Obviously, this plug is supposed to be attached to the wire, so I have to now disassemble this Deutsch connector and reattach it to the wire, hopefully. So we're gonna see what happens. I did have to do this on the starter as well, so I guess we're gonna see. I'm gonna go get some tools here, and we're gonna see if we can de-pin this thing. Okay, so inside, I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Yeah, you can. There's a little pink slide there. So we're gonna take our pick. We're gonna go inside of it and pop this pink thing off to the side. Okay, it shot at the camera. Okay, and just like that, I did get the connector out of the plug, so now I have to fix it because I kind of screwed it all up. No big deal. No big deal. All right, guys, moment of truth. I have not test fitted this yet, so I did have to drill the backside out of this, as well as cutting the tail off of it. And then I did put the heat shrink butt connector on here, so we're gonna see if this thing plugs in. And by golly, I freaking hope it does. Ooh, I think we are good. I think we're good. Now, it's not going to be as weather resistant as it would have been from factory, but we do have a good connector now, so that is exactly what I was looking for, guys. Let's go ahead and see if it plugs in to the plug. I think that it works. Don't know for sure, but I think it works. Now, where the hell did the wire go? Okie doke. Well, the time has come. I think we should be ready to try to start the TDI. I got the fuel lines hooked up, batteries hooked up, everything is hooked up except for the intercooler piping, the coolant lines, and transmission shifter linkage. So we should be good. I got a fresh oil change in it with a fresh oil filter. I guess we're gonna go and see if the injection quantity, I don't know what the difference is. Anyways, we're gonna go see if this is in correct standings for starting the engine. So I'm gonna go get my scanner hooked up and then check and see where we're at while I crank it. So let's see what happens. Okay, so I'm currently trying to figure out the injection quality right now. So I just did the hammer mod. I moved the injection pump to the passenger side because I can't remember offhand which way it is to lower the injection quality. We are at 50 milligrams per stroke, I believe is the way that they put that. We need to be at like 4.5. So we are way overboard. So I'm gonna try to figure out that real quick. Just gonna let you guys stay along for the ride. Okay, so the car will not start. I cannot get the injection quantity to come off of 50 milligrams per stroke. I still am not correct on that term, I don't think. But anyways, I can't get the injection timing correct on this, so I think that I might have skipped a tooth with the injection pump. I tried rotating the pump with the little bit of adjustment that it has, but it's not changing anything at all. I've tried the hammer mod several times. I cannot get this thing to come off of 50, so I'm gonna redo the timing. I don't know if that's the issue or not. I'm not really certain yet, but I figure I'll start there so that I can knock that out and go from there. So I'm gonna go ahead and redo the timing real quick. I'm not gonna bore you guys with that. I just wanted to get you guys up to speed on what was going on. So I'm gonna get the timing redone and then we'll go from there and see what happens. All right, so I just made sure everything is in time, and it is. So now I'm a little bit confused. I'm gonna show you guys just so you are on the same page as I am. Okay, so we have the cam locked out. We got it in the top dead center position with the cam lobes facing up. This one's gonna be kind of hard to see, so you guys might just have to take my word for it. But down in here, you can see that the flywheel is lined up. So head is timed, bottom end is timed. The injection pump is timed. I'm at a loss. This thing won't come off of 50 right now, so I'm gonna try to tension the belt more because the belt is pretty damn loose. I apparently didn't tension it enough, so maybe that's causing it. Maybe it's causing it to move a half a tooth off whenever there's stress under it. I don't know. But if that doesn't work, I'm gonna try to change the injection pump out with the one that was on the other engine because I know that that injection pump was good. The guy that I got this engine off of told me that this injection pump was good. It's actually labeled 11 millimeter good. So in theory it should be good, but I'm kind of starting to lean towards the fact that it might not be good because I can't get it to move off of 50 milligrams per stroke on the injection quantity. I always mess that up. But anyways, so I'm gonna do a little bit of digging into this and see if I can figure anything out. I'm not gonna bore you guys with any of that, but hopefully I can figure this thing out because I'm about to start ripping my hair out. Like, I'm getting a little bit irritated with it, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update, and I'm gonna go from there and see what I can figure out. So I'll be back shortly. Hopefully it runs whenever I come back. We'll see. My scanner unhooked from the car, and I'm not fixing it right now, so I'm just gonna change out the pump and we'll see what happens, I guess. Kind of sucks, you know, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of sucks, but at least I have everything already taken apart, so this will be really straightforward. So it'll probably take 10 minutes to change the pump out. So I'm gonna change the pump, and then in the meantime, you guys just sit tight. We'll be right back. Hopefully this thing will fire up after I change the pump, and we'll go from there. So yeah. Okay, got the new pump. This is a 10 mil pump, correct? Let me double check. Yeah, there's no 11 on it. So this is a 10 mil pump, which I don't really want to put on, but apparently I have to. So we're gonna put the 10 mil pump on and see if it'll start this time, because I know that this pump was good. It was on the engine that was running before I took the whole thing apart. So let's go ahead and get it on. Okay, so one more interesting thing that I just found out is this bolt that was holding the injection pump gear onto the injection pump that I'm going to be putting onto the TDI apparently had a malfunction where it was too tight and actually rubbed the injection pump. So I can't get the locking pin in, so I gotta modify it now. I'll show you guys. So right here, you can see where the line is dug in from this here little fella. And apparently it just dug right into it, so that's really cool. On top of that, I went to move my dipstick tube, and well, it decided it didn't want to be in one piece anymore, so it broke. So now I don't have a dipstick tube either. My patience are wearing very thin with this car, like very, very thin. This is the second engine that I've put in this car in less than 2 months. I don't have the patience to continue with these cars. And then everyone asks me, why do you not like Volkswagen so much? Why are they so bad? What's the problem with them? This is the shit that I'm talking about. Like, who at Volkswagen decided we're gonna make the dipstick tube out of plastic so that whenever you bump it, it fucking breaks? I just want to know I want to meet the person in charge of this shit, because not only is the dipstick tube made out of plastic on these cars, every water neck, every fucking place the coolant hose goes to is made out of plastic, which is another failure point on these cars. That breaks as well. So then what do you have to do? Then you have to go to FCP Euro or ECS tuning, and then you have to spend $80 to $100 on a new fucking piece of metal that should have been there from the factory just so you can replace their piss poor engineering. All right, and I understand, you have these Volkswagen fanboys. Good for them. They think the same thing whenever I'm on the Subaru bandwagon. They go, oh, I don't understand why you like your Subarus. They have rod knock, they have oil problems, they have head gasket problems. Yeah, well, we don't have dipsticks made out of fucking plastic that break. And we don't have coolant pieces made out of fucking plastic to break. We also don't have this gay-ass VAGCOM shit that you gotta go buy. Everything about this car, anytime you want to do anything, you gotta buy a special tool, you gotta spend all kinds of money. These are the worst engineered cars I've ever worked on, and this will 100% be the last fucking Volkswagen that I ever own.
That was a lie.
Alright, done with my rant. Let's go ahead and fix the injection pump now. Back to the Jetta. We're gonna see if it'll start now. I just put the injection pump on it, so fingers crossed. I don't know. I'm about to give up at this point. I'm like about to take a break till next weekend. So let's see if it'll start. Alright, so we're already off to a better start. I don't know if you guys could hear it trying to start there. My injection quality was still at 50, but it sounded a lot better that time. So I'm going to try to adjust the injection quality with the hammer mod, and we'll go from there. Alright, well, that's a good sign. A little more, and I think we should be good. That's exactly what I was looking for there. Okay, well, it ran. It did run. Now I just got to get the injection quality correct. So I'm not quite sure which way to go. I'm getting quite a bit of smoke, but that's okay. Wonderful. I'm so glad that it just revved the fucking back. It run. Gotta get the injection quality right. Guess what? It was the 11 mil pump that I was told was good. So, just for the record, don't take other people's words for shit. So, now the car's running. I'm gonna shut it back off. We're gonna get the injection quality figured out, and then we'll get the car back together. And then maybe by next weekend, I can take it for a drive. If I order a new dipstick, I gotta get new wheel spaces. Okay, so I'm actually going to get the IQ set correctly this time. I do have the front of the car back together. I'm currently getting ready to fill it with coolant, but I have to have the car running for that, so the water pump will circulate it for me. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to get the car fired up. I got the garage door cracked just a little bit so that all the diesel fumes can go outside, and yeah, so let's get into that. say, I don't know what was wrong with the other turbo on the other engine, but it did not sound like this. This is a factory turbo on this, and it sounds so cool. I'm gonna go set you guys outside so you can hear it. Alright guys, well I hope that you enjoyed today's video. I hope that you enjoyed being along with me for the ride on this thing. We've gone from billowing white clouds of smoke everywhere to a running again Jetta. Now hopefully in the next video I can get my MPPS to work, because I still want to try to tune this thing with ChatGPT. I think that'd be kind of cool. Just for temporary, you know. But anyways, so Jetta runs again. I still got to bleed the coolant system. I got to get some new spacers for the front end. I got to get a dipstick for it now, and a couple other odds and ends need to be done. I got to figure out why it has that miss, why it's breaking up under load. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit of research on that. I know the timing's right because I've redone it like 3 times now, and I double check the timing marks every time, so the timing is correct. I don't see that being the issue. The thing that I'm kind of wondering right now is maybe a fueling issue. I do have a new fuel filter ordered. It actually came in today. I was supposed to go pick it up, but I forgot. So I'm going to try the new fuel filter, and we'll see if that does anything. But yeah, so anyways, thank you a lot for watching. I sure hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in a comment below, and I will make sure to get back to you guys ASAP. I say this because none of you ever comment on my videos, and I still, to this day, do not know what you want. Like I've said earlier in the video, I don't know what you guys want from me. No one says anything. I would really genuinely appreciate it if you guys would start answering me, because I have no idea and I'm very confused. So if you guys can let me know what you want to see, I can start making my videos based more around what you guys want to see. I don't read minds here, so I need you guys to let me know. So anyways, thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you on the next one.